YouTube. I am Pinstar, and this is Planet Coaster Strategy and Tactics, Episode 4. So in our last episode, we got ourselves two brand spanking new rides. The Hive here, which is, I think I forgot to show you the stats before, almost a 7 excitement. Whoa, 4.3 fear? No. 3.8. Okay, good. I think that was just from one car bumping into another. It caused a sudden jolt in speed. We want the 3.8. 4.3, that kind of defeats the purpose. A 3.8 is much better. If they gotta leave before the other car gets there, and then we're good. Okay, so yeah, good. It stays. Phew. Yeah, so one of the things that I need to be very careful of on the Hive is head chopper effects. Head chopper effects are, well, actually, this right here, this right here, this is the head chopper effect. Thankfully, this isn't the Hive. This is Flight of the Bumblebee. And if you remember, when we started, when we first placed Flight of the Bumblebee, in fact, let me go find Flight of the Bumblebee here in my coasters here. Flight of the Bumblebee. That's an older Flight of the Bumblebee. That's like, yeah, Fear 4.66. The original unaltered, unscrewed around with version of Flight of the Bumblebee is a 4.66 Fear. We are up to a 5.35 because of all these head chopper effects that we've been adding onto the ride. That being said, this is a big boy ride. We're okay with that. And not to mention, well, yeah, the excitement has gone down and the nausea has gone up a little bit. So in this case, head chopper effects are a little bit undesirable, although I've seen them desirable in other instances. But either way, we're not too afraid of them for Flight of the Bumblebee. We want to avoid them like the plague for the Hive. Oh, no, this song, get the hell off of here. No, thank you. No Ballad of Tentaflu, thank you. Please and thank you. Really good value, eh? $5. We'll be theming and we'll be price jacking soon enough. So then, so today I promised we were going to focus on aesthetics. And aesthetics we shall. So if we go down here to our blueprints, buildings, other buildings, I've saved us off screen a full comb closed, full honeycomb, and also the half honeycomb as well. And while decently pricey, they are not exorbitantly expensive, but there is a few things that we can do with them now that we have them at our disposal. We can actually make, well, a hive. Watch what I mean. So if we belly this half comb up here, this is the whole reason I made a half comb, and we get it off the ground a little bit so that it actually meshes with its sister here, and these two walls kind of intersect. We've got that. And now if we get ourselves another full comb and move it up here, like so. Boom. And now if we get another one and say, oh, I don't know, put it right here, we can very quickly and efficiently build up a giant beehive. This is kind of what I've been going for. We're actually going to turn this into like a gigantic indoor area. So what we've got over here, this is the garden. The bees need to live near a garden. And obviously the garden doesn't grow inside of a hive. It needs sunlight and all that stuff. So this area is all going to be outdoors. But pretty much everything, you know, in this sort of main area here, it's going to be indoors. That's going to be where all of our scenery is coming in. That's why I didn't go bush spammy here. All right, good. Marketing campaign has ended. We can start getting more families in place, which is fine. I'm not going to re-up it because I need the money anyway. Our money's doing just fine, by the way. Now, one other thing we can do here is we're going to cheat a little bit here. It's not going to be a perfect mesh, but what we do want this, you know, because we have to be able to make, yikes, we have to be able to make, you know, turns and twists within the hive here. So not every single, it's not all going to be one wall of the same thing, but if we do this, and then we wheel around here, and we just demolish the back plate, now we've got ourselves a little hat here for people to enter the ride with. Now again, we don't want to build this too close to the little coaster here, because then we're going to get head chopper effects. So we're going to need to be gentle with that one. Challenge complete. What did we get here? Monthly profit. Nice. All right, that's an extra free $1,000 in our pocket. I think I want to use that to knock out a loan here. Probably our expensive loan that we used to buy that ride. The $5,000 one. Get rid of that thing, because that's just going to eat us alive in interest. This $10,000 loan, we're still golden. And see, we still got plenty of money to start playing with scenery. I just wanted that. We just needed that loan to get the ride built, and we got the ride built and got it basically paid for itself almost instantly. This one, I think what we're going to do is just crank you back up to 2,000. Did I kick off research? Yes, I did get my my thrill ride, which is good. That's what I wanted. Again, my focus is going to be scenery in this episode, but I do want that thrill ride cooking. Now then, going back to our blueprints here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sort of the outer shell of the hive itself. So we're actually going to make the outer wall of the hive like right here-ish. Sort of follow and wrap around the back of this and loop it around here. That's going to be sort of the inner workings of the hive. And we're going to go pretty tall with this. I just want to establish the outer perimeter first, and then I'll start stacking. So this is going to go sort of a layer at a time. Although, you know what might be more efficient? What if we did some stacking and then blueprinted that stack? How high do I want to go? Well, let's figure this out, because we could be very efficient about all this. So we've got that. We get you up top here. And yes, I do know that light is part of each of them. I want each of them to have a light, because I kind of want sort of an ambient yellow glow. We want this to go decently high. At least taller than the top of the hive ride here. Because I actually kind of want to make a roof out of all these eventually. Make the whole area sort of indoorsy. You know, kind of like a hive. So I think... I mean, we're going to be plopping down quite a bit in scenery, but that's okay. And, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, these things aren't that expensive. The art objects are very reasonably priced, and each of these honeycombs count as 13 scenery objects. So placing them near queues and placing them near rides are definitely going to help out their ride bonus and queue bonus. So there is a functional effect to these. In fact, let's see what the queue bonus is up for this. Yeah, 71%. From just one stack of hives right here, plus this little entranceway. So if we make if we duplicate that and make it a big tall thing and just go around here, we're going to max that out pretty darn quick. In fact, I want to focus on that, but I think I'm going to need to just build manually because I'm running low on cash here. But that's okay. Now for this one. Yeah, since we're doing it sort of that way, we start with the half one. And like I said, it's not going to line up perfectly, just because of the little turn here. but it's okay if it's actually, hang on. I want it to lightly intersect, because what I don't want actual gaps, like I don't want holes in the hive, so I'm okay with them actually intersecting with each other a little bit, because it kind of makes them a little mush together. So I prefer that over why couldn't you just keep the same alignment? Now I gotta line you back up again, and this is tricky because we're dealing with all the same shapes here. Yeah, like I'm okay with these things overlapping a little bit. It's gonna look a little disjointed, but that way I can get a curvature to the hive. Otherwise they just only work in flat walls. 53, all right, I can go one higher before we are out of cash. Yeah, we're definitely going to be getting blueprintable tall stacks, so I don't have to go through this malarkey. We'll actually do two of them. We'll do a stack of straight ones, and then a stack that starts with a half one, so that way we can mesh them together one after the other. All right, so oops, let's resume here, and 73%. No, lovely. I think we can kick up the funds a little bit. Let's try, say, $17. Not quite ready to go into the big leagues here, but let's just monitor. Let's just monitor people. I just want to see if the Hive tickets cost too much. All right, so that was too much. Let's drop you to 15 because we do not want to scare people off of the Hive. All right. All right, he was willing to go on there at the $15 mark, so that is good. And let's check the Hive for head chopper. All right, good, no head choppers. I am going to want to just very routinely monitor that with each stack just to make sure we don't place it too close, so we don't elicit that effect. All right, and we're already making our money back. All right, so let's continue our scenery building. Again, we're doing this second stack by hand, but then we'll blueprint them and go from there. It took you long enough, you freaking guy. You must have been inspecting some other ride first. That looks about right. Angle snap. Is there a snap to ground or snap to... No, I guess not. You know what I really should do is do a stack that's angle snapped, because that way I know for a fact they are all the same degrees rather than guessing. I mean, I'll keep these ones that I've already built here, because if I'm going to be doing sort of a mass-made blueprints here, I don't want them to be crooked, because then the whole damn thing is going to be crooked. And we'll cap you with a halfer. I think at this height, oh yeah, the other thing we have to do with the half one here. Oh, actually no, we'll just top it with a full size one. Otherwise it looks weird, and we can leave the top a little bumpy. There. Make you a little taller. Well, that might be a little excessive. Maybe this will be the tall type. Alright, good. People are still going on here. Actually, let us just take a brief moment so we can get our money to recharge here. And see what people are saying. And see our other statistics here. Actually, one other thing. Yeah, let's just get another family ride going here. And we're not ready for another coaster quite yet. But one other thing I think we should be ready for. Let's go for pirate theming. That will become relevant in due time. Actually, no, we're not quite ready for the pirates yet. We'll just keep it at these two, so we're not burning money too quickly. Alright, let me just double check, make sure this place is... Alright, no one's whining about that. Why did you guys turn away? Yeah, you don't have enough money for the Hive. That's not the end of the world. And I'm guessing, yeah, you've already hit the ATM. Guests will not hit the ATM more than once. So once you've seen money withdrawn from the ATM, even if they really want it, they're not going to go back and get more. So these guys are probably going to be headed home. They're down to $3.60. They can't afford jack in the park. They've already spent their ATM charge. So we just want them to get the heck out. But at least they had fun while they were here. Now, one other thing that I want to do while I am here is we need to start getting refreshments online. I've been neglecting that for quite some time. And I kind of want it to be like kind of right here in the middle of the Hive. That's kind of what I'm going for. I mean, I kind of already have it with the ATM over here, but I want the others sort of a little bit more consolidated. So what I'm going to do is we'll go back to my blueprints. Now this might require a little bit more massaging, but that's okay. We want it actually right here in the middle here, but again, we don't want to go head chopper. Is if we put a honeycomb right here. Now this is going to require a little bit more finagling. Let's start out with burgers. And we've got chief beef researched for free. Now we don't want this ugly red brick showing up anywhere. This does not belong to any kind of theming. It does not fit. We need to hide this thing toot sweet. But I have plans for that. But we do need the actual burger. Tasty and ugly right now. Now, we need to cover this up, yet leave the storefront accessible and functional. Now, there is a way that you can do this. And remember how I said way back when where I was tempted to use the stucco building material type for our honeycombs, but it didn't quite have the shapes we were looking for? We can still press stucco into service, but in this specific shape, because you can make art shapes to cover up the storefront, but it's a big pain in the butt. And they already have ready-made storefront shapes, so you can cover this up so that only the useful bits are exposed. So let's go for that. We just type in here store, it's either storefront or shop front, but type in either store or shop. If we get no, yeah, not store, so it's shop. I always forget. It's a little bit, yeah, these things. Now we want to find stucco wall. Beautiful. All right, now we want this rotated and brought down, and perfect. Now actually, hang on. Let's undo that. We want that rotated, we want that brought down, but we also want that colored yellow. And now it fits with the rest of the Hive. Now, that being said, it still doesn't, we still need to figure out a way to cover all this. So what I think I need to do is I need to make a shop honeycomb and then copy paste that for our other building types. So we want to stick with, do we want to stick with the materials, or, well, hang on, let's see if we can get any other freebies with the stucco. So if you want to go looking for building material, we just go into advanced filters, and now you get all the things that are stucco in our case. And we can start looking for useful bits here. Now we just want to basically fill in the rest of this cone. We want to cap it. Actually, the top part can be capped just with the triangles. So we only, hang on, let's cap that first. Yeah, if we add, well, hang on, let's add the whole darn thing to the Chief Beef building here, so it counts everything. And then if we edit the building, and then we duplicate that selection, those three, and we just do an advanced move and bring you more to the front. I don't think that will block people from... Oh, did I place that? I don't know if I... This might need a little bit more movement. But I think I did pretty well my first attempt. I'm okay with the storefront sort of poking out a little bit more like that. It's still gonna be pretty clean. Actually, if we do the same thing, we take those two selections, duplicate them, and then just put them here. Let's open up the shop and see if that disrupts people from actually getting to the Chief Beef. I don't think it will. Because yeah, at this point we need refreshments. People are going to start leaving the park before they spent all their money, and refreshments are themselves a source of money. Now you don't want to build these too early. In fact, I made a goof by choosing Chief Beef. And actually, let me edit Chief Beef, choose the Chief Beef itself, bulldoze it. I know I lost money on that. I should have, well, it was a little bit late to undo it. We want to actually start with our drinks, because drinks are more popular than food. I'm not going to give people food until they start asking for it. So we want to go for Cosmic Cow milkshakes and slide you right into place. Actually, before I do that, we have now a shell for our thing here. So let us capture that and blueprint it real quick. No, I don't want the ride. Anything but the ride, please. Not the ride. For Pete's sake, game. All right, fine. Here, we'll do it. We'll do it this way. 13 plus 1 building. I think that's everything. If we got to select those others that were not officially part of the building here. I think that's everything. All right, add those to the building. Yeah, I know the storefront's a little bit off, but I think it still works for what we have here. Door code. And we will, no, we'll just do drink food shops. I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now let's actually build the real shop in there. The Cosmic Cow milkshakes. Game. Edit building. There. Now by editing building, we get the buildings grid on there, and now we can cosmic cow, and it is perfectly aligned. Drop you in there. But that is not the name of our refreshment stand here. No, no, no. It is the land of milkshakes and honey. For the prices, I like to tack on an extra 99 cents. I don't think that -1 penny will really cause any extra sales, but it just looks right to me. Just because, or actually 95. I like the 95s. So $5.95. But the default prices are not quite enough. We'll play around with extras later. So we want this, the land of the milkshakes and honey, and we also want, well, here, let's get a half honeycomb here. Actually, let's edit building, half honeycomb. Oh, come on, give me the damn grid. Don't make me eyeball this. Huh, the supports go right through it. Well, alright, why not? We'll do our honeycomb. No, that's the one with the ATM in it already. Store honeycomb. There you are. Now in this case, I'm going to actually remove the storefront piece and see if I can get away, because what I want to build here are some bathrooms. Looks weird like that, but whatever. And apparently the roof didn't get saved either. Alright, you know what? Here. Let's just... I'll get the proper capture of the storefront honeycomb, but since we're doing bathrooms, let's just do a regular honeycomb here. And then we'll duplicate the top part down for it. Like that. Oops. Bathroom block. And then here we will standard restroom block. We'll edit you to be yellow and yellow and yellow. And this, oh, for Pete's sake, I really wish these would naturally just snap to our building here, because that way they'd all be part of the same thing here. And yes, I know I accidentally selected the coaster. Can I deselect that? There we go. Oop, the back of that's sticking out. I need to move the building, the bathroom itself. We'll add those to the blueprint. Nope, 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 nope. All right. The restroom block needs to be moved, rotated slightly, or not. Yeah, because it snaps. Okay. Then the rest of the block here needs to be moved and rotated slightly, please. These things are tricky to work with, but eventually I'll get the hang of it. I think that last triangle is there somewhere. Yep. Come on, game. Work with me. Work with me. Please work with me. For the love of God, work with me. Oh, and I forgot the light, too. Game. Oh, alright. You know what? F that. I'll let it live. I'll put a honeycomb on the back of it to cover it. Because it's still fucking functional. Alright, so now let's do what we were planning on doing all along. Which is this. You have to trick it into adding those to the building. Okay, those are now part of the building. Good. Edit building. Select all of these. Copy them. And let's see if we can get this to work for us. Where people just go in. Need to go back a little bit. We'll see if it lets people actually go in. I just need to see if that is... I think it needs to go down just a smidge. It needs to go over a bit too. Alright, we'll see if this lets people in to use the bathroom. No, that's backwards. Or that's off a bit. Sorry about the fussing, folks, but this is what you need. This is what you get if you're going for a little bit more creative theming here. Is sometimes you take some time to nitpick at your park just to get things looking right. But the end result will be worth it. Okay. Oops. Alright, if she makes her way in, then yes she does. Alright, good. This also we are going to fun fact, bees, once they've gone out and connected their nectar, will vomit it up back into a honeycomb in the hive. And that's how they make honey. So yeah, for those of you who like honey, that's bee puke. Enjoy. So we... actually, no, this isn't nectar deposit. I was going to do that for the first aid. I already... damn it, I ruined my joke! So this is not the nectar depository. This is the pollen. And yes, I know pollen is not bee poop, but it's close enough. And you know what? We're going to charge $1 for this thing. The buck for the privilege of pooping. And yes, we've got this shop up and running. Yeah, it looks a bit off, but it works. I just don't want any of that ugly brick exposed. I might get like a trio of things and just cover this up so those supports are covered. But yeah, now we've got drinks and bathrooms. Now the other things that we need. Oops. Actually, we do need that. Is park extras here. We want benches so people can sit. Oh yeah, we want benches on the outsides of rides too. I've been a little bit neglectful of that. Bench over here. A bench over here. A couple benches over there. We also need trash bins. Basically, you want a trash bin in front of every queue, and also occasionally intermittently along the way. Because after people have something to eat or drink, they're probably gonna go to a ride. We'll do one in front of the bathroom. And they're gonna want some place to throw their stuff out. So we'll put a trash bin here. We'll put a trash bin here. I doubt I'll put one over here, but I doubt they'll make it that far without needing to throw their stuff out. And then last but not least, we're going to need to hire a janitor. Because once crash bins start filling up, you need a janitor to empty them. And so far we've held off on having a janitor because we don't need them right away. Alright, so that gives us a little bit more to our aesthetic, and you kind of have an idea of what I'm going for here. Our money's going up nice and healthy, so that makes me happy. What I'm going to do is probably off camera, going to fuss with my storefront blueprint here, and also our tower blueprints, get them saved properly, and then that way we can fast build the rest of the hive here, jack up our scenery, jack up our things. What is our scenery at anyway? Scenery's it's getting up there, and our park balance bonus has doubled since the last time we've checked it. Happiness rating is still a bit low, but I think that was people needing to use the facilities and getting hungry and thirsty and what have you. So we are going to be addressing those shortly. So if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.